the damage from Wyverns like Q and W, you're getting Splinter Blasted and Arctic Breath and whatever. It's like you're taking a lot of percentage damage and just damage in general. He'll want to get like a wand to deal with this, maybe even a raindrop, just to help mitigate that damage. Because early on, they do have quite a fair bit of harass.
Yeah, that early regen trade looking pretty good for them. But then you've also got this fear of the Zeus, right? When he hits level 6, you look at both of these side lanes. You've got Zeus Bloodseeker together. That's already scary. Bloodseeker loves these low HP heroes all across the map. So does the Zeus. And then you've got Undying, Primal Beast, Hoodwink, who are very good at kind of chipping away at people once they get a couple of levels. You know, level 3, level 4 on this off lane could look for that early kill with the Thunder God's Wrath coming in. But I guess with small caps being removed, level 6s, have you felt a big change there in terms of experience for mid laners? Have they been getting level 6 a little bit slower?
I personally haven't played enough pubs to really feel it, because I don't play 4 and it doesn't really impact my game. However, when the Genting tournament was on, I think Moon Meander was talking a lot about mid and saying that it feels really weird because you rotate mid for runes as a 4 position now, and your mid is not 6.
Yeah.
Like, he gets it so much later, it really like it hurts your ability to have impact because you're waiting for their big ult to get the kill, and the timings are just slower. Everything feels bad. You're getting less passive gold. So for a pause 4, it seems like life is harder.
It kind of unsettles your rhythm as well. A bit of initiation onto ICQ. Try and save him with a Marcy. Jump across with a rebound. I'll keep them back. But that's a pretty good trade there. A decent amount of damage onto this Marcy Viper. It's going to give a good time here for the Bloodseeker and Undying in that top lane.
Yeah. Something we didn't really have time to touch on before the draft started as well is I think Hydra have officially kicked 2 of their players. They kicked ICQ and kicked. Their boss kicked has been kicked.
But they're
I
back
wonder
again.
how that would affect this.
It's always interesting, isn't it? Bringing a player back because you've got to keep that same DPC squad going
Yeah, I'm
into
guessing they
TI.
just forgot to update their thing, their webs for their team, right?
The team roster, yeah.
Yeah. They're like,
man,
alright, you
TA.
2, you're gone. Close calls, we're playing these with someone else. Oh, by the way, do you want to play? Do you want to play TI calls?
Yeah, just go for it. It's just a best of 1.
Yeah.
It turns out it's a best of 3, then another best of 3. Just keep winning. And that Primal Beast he's no joke. Like, up raw level 1, he took TA to less than half HP in a couple of swings.
It is really scary. Him going Sideblade's level 1, I don't know if his idea is that he wants to just keep range away from the Primal, but you either need... It feels like you either need Refraction to not take damage from him, or you need the Meld to try and out-trade him. And he's gone for neither. I don't know if that's the play. We'll see if it pans out.
Yeah, I would like the Mel just being able to kind of stand your ground. You know, when he goes on you, you turn back and hit him. Not looking too bad for the TA last hit-wise, but up top, the Viper getting chased down by this Undying. So far, spamming decays like a madman. Bloodseeker not really looking to get involved, not entertained by this Undying's nonsense, just focusing on last hits, getting his creeps going. But Undying basically zoning a 1v2, and another Blood right here could lead to a kill. ICQ with a good sidestep out through the trees. Undying not done though. Soul Rip, another decay in a second with the mango that he's got. He pops in and Bloodseeker, he wants it real bad. And she gets it. We'll take first blood.
The heal was not enough. Or not that much damage from Undying. Or sorry, the heal was not much that Bloodseeker got back from that kill. Hopefully he'll regen a little bit here, but Marty actually jumping.
Yeah, throwing him into the creep wave. Oh, he's dead. Oh, what a play.
Yeah.
Marcy takes him down. Undying's also trying to deny himself to tower. Marcy does the same thing. While we also lose the TA bottom. Primal Beast getting involved there. They hit level 2, get a kill. And everyone's just falling like flies. Like dying to towers, making sure they do return to these lanes full resources again.
Yeah, that was terrible for CYBERCATS. Like, you missed so many creeps. Like, the gold, the experience, everything sucks so bad for you. Sure, you got that kill, but the heal was negligible, and you really suffered for it.
Oh, look where that Marcy is. Just TP's mid, goes straight on the Zeus.
Oh, boy.
Nearly gets the kill. This is going to secure them some bounty runes, though, at the very least. I mean, Dar Observerwood up top is going to scout them coming in, while down bottom, Wyvern, he's going to get killed off by the... Oh, no, the Hoodwink's fine, but up on top, bounty rune. We'll lose the Wyvern there, and Undying getting chased down by the Pango and the Marcy. Just everywhere you look, there's action and chaos, people dropping.
Okay, Were you looking bot? You should have seen top. It was so funny. Marcy
I was watching
and
both.
Undying.
I've gone cross-eyed.
Oh, hell yeah. Alright, Undying Marcy, both running for this bounty rune. Marcy will just get the bounty rune first if he just keeps running, right? But what does he do? He tries to be fancy. He tosses the Undying over the bounty rune, but because it doesn't stun, Undying got the bounty rune.
Obviously, you pre-clicked it.
Yeah, he just clicked it, so
nice.
he's just in the air, he just like grabs the bounty off the floor and just like made a right fool out of Marcy. That was very funny. Funniest thing I've seen in that interaction. What a nerf.
That's a big change. So what's that? No rune for the Pango, but he does get a water rune now. He's just going to come back in lane. Yeah, 4 minutes in, both mid are still level 4. That's been a little bit of safety for this TA. Up to 20 last hits, but a big wave here for the Primal Beast, going to hold it under his tower, and that gives them such a nice long lane to chase back this Templar Assassin.
Absolutely. You always, as an offlaner, want the wave to be under your tower. I mean, it goes the same way for both teams, right? But some lanes really like to push that lane in under tower and then pull the hard camp and play the lane like that, because it's just like a lot less trading, you're playing a lot more safely. But for a Primal Beast with this much kill threat and the ability to deny creeps...
Oh man. Oh, TA, no meld, doesn't even use the stick, just straight up dies to that trample. Oh, such huge damage. And I was going to say this TA has bought Quelling Blade, I mean, primarily because of this Hoodwink, right, to cut the tree. But we saw the Hoodwink there just not using Acorn Shot. Waited for the TA to stand next to a normal tree, went for it.
Yeah, it is really nice. Like, you just have so much kill threat with the onslaught. Hoodwink can just set up a kill feed any part of the lane and he'll be able to connect. I like it. They're playing really well. They're keeping the lane in a really great place.
Well, Undying still trying to zone 1v2 top. Gets his tombstone down. No stuns in his lane though. So Marcy TP's out. ICQ looking for the trade, but will lose his life to the TP rotation of Fezor. The Hoodwink arrives right in the nick of time.
Makes me feel comfortable doing that just because the lane for Primal is in a really good spot right now.
Yeah.
You are giving up kill threat on bot lane, but it's okay because this aligns with Fezor being able to go mid for the runes, the active runes, which is going to be good because unlike last game, there was an Invoker who didn't care about runes. This game, both mids want the runes. Zeus more for the mana regen, but Pango for the plays, definitely.
Yeah, good point. Oh, it's going to spawn bottom though. Who's faster? Zeus 360, Pango 345, but Marcy is already out ahead. I'm going to guard that haste rune. Yeah, we're going to swashbuckle for it. So now it's a haste on Pango. What does he do? Do you still look for a kill mid on Zeus, or do you want to go to this bottom lane to help your TA?
You could kill anywhere. I'm trying to think right now. CYBERCATS, their win condition is going to be Bloodseeker as the carry. Like, Primal Beast, for sure, he could probably kill a lot of heroes, but he's not going to be the one that carries during BKBs and takes towers and stuff. He's much more of a brawler. It would be nice if Pango is able to go top and really stunt the Bloodseeker's game. Especially because Viper's not having a good one. He's had a really rough game, actually. He's low on levels, he's not lasting very well. I think you should try to recover his game while also stunting Bloodseekers. That would be my aim. You already have your TA having a rough game too. I don't know. The question is, do you want to try and stop their win condition or help your own?
Yeah.
But in my opinion, when it comes to a TA, she's gonna be able to go to the jungle very easily and recover. She can go to the ancients. So she has way more options. I would rather help top. I think a Viper who's behind is very useless and it's very sad.
And would you also look at it as CYBERCATS? They don't really have like a tower hitter, right? They're not going to set up for an objective by putting someone on the front and try and hold backline and team fight around them. They are very much a team fight lineup. They want to be able to smoke, catch, kill, gank, and then go objectives after. So I guess that makes sense with the Viper, try and help him out as they do catch the Bloodseeker. Thunder God's Wrath comes, but no kill. And Marcy looking to kill off a Courier and the Tombstone. Undying, he can't get the job done. Zombies are building up, but Korval is fine, and 2 big kills there for that Pango rotation. So they do come top, they help the Viper, and they win a team fight.
Yes, perfect. And while he does that, they let TA go mid and get that farm there, because bot is just scary. I think it's very important that Fezor is playing kind of off the map and making Hydra feel scared. If he's hidden, TA doesn't know, like, oh, can I lane bot? I'm kind of scared. What if Hoodwink catches me with a bushwhack? Or just being able to constantly feel threat is quite important.
Yeah, like this Hoodwink right now. Stealing creeps, tracking back on the TA. I mean, they're both the same level, level 5. TA is close to 6, 8.5 minutes in, but definitely feeling worse for wear.
Yeah, this is some Schofield type gameplay. You go in the jungle and you try and ruin the carries there as hard as you can and force rotations on you, and then you run away.
Yeah, enemy side of the map. Draw all the attention here. Eyes on me, eyes on me. Don't look at K1 or don't look at Shigetsu. Stop aiming for my Bloodseeker. Get some good vision down as well.
That's great. You just pulled 3 heroes to you and you didn't even die. This is absolutely like this is space creation when I talk about it.
And denied a ward, and is going to escape. Oh yeah.
King.
No problems. What does this mean for everyone else now? Like Zeus is farming jungle safely. Bloodseeker looks like he's having a decent time.
Yeah, I mean Hydra are just playing musical chairs right now. We had Pango mid into a TA mid, now Viper's mid. Everyone gets a little taste of the mid cuisine before they're unceremoniously dumped in the jungle.
Desperately getting to level 6s.
Yeah, pretty much.
Viper's finally hit it.
So we have 30 seconds until the 10-minute runes. That might be another potential time for Hydra to get some games in, some moves in, sorry. If they can get a power rune that enables Pango to kill, that would be really good. I would like to see them being able to open this map up top a little bit, because right now, Bloodseeker is not feeling threatened at all.
Yeah, he's going to scout them out. They do jump him. Throw every spell they've got, but that means no stuns and a TP not successful. Bloodseeker, he tried to get back to Fountain, but yeah, nice kill there, just with the 2 of them. And this means TA now just gets triangle to herself. No one's really going to be bothering her. They've set up a nice little barricade in front of her, like 3 heroes from mid to top with vision. Going to keep that triangle. So can we call it triangle anymore? That's so ingrained in my head. It's now the line, the single.
We can't call it a line. That's pathetic.
I mean, is it the same? Still the shape of a triangle? It kind of is.
We can call it the lopsided shape.
The parallelogram of doom.
I don't know shapes very well. I'll be real. I fell asleep during a lot of maths classes.
Who needs geometry?
Yeah, for real. I'm like, I won't need this. I can just use a calculator. And they're like, you should learn it anyway. And then I forgot it, and I do use a calculator on my phone, and it's completely fine.
Yeah, I'm absolutely from the generation where teachers were still telling us you're never going to have a calculator in your pocket. I was probably one of the last classes where, you know, we didn't have smartphones quite yet. And when I was a teenager, they were just coming up. Yeah. And now we've got a bloody computer in our pockets. Hoodwink. Jumped on by Marcy. Yeah, just get the unleash going. Swashbuckles there, and Asgold. Another pick with the arcane rune going, so would love to keep fighting. This is a catapult wave on the tier 1 though.
Yeah, this is perfect. This is what I wanted. It looks like using the catapult timing is nice. Just taking Asgold top, securing the tower. I want Bloodseeker to feel pressured right now. And when you take top like this, it does make it a lot easier for you to invade the jungle. Maybe you get a kill there, maybe you get a nice deep ward down, and then you can have this pressure coming in on the mid tower. Because right now, you're playing Zeus, you're feeling pretty good. Oh,
beautiful side steps. Does it matter? Yeah, he's still alive. Soul Rip heal, thinking about the tombstone. Doesn't launch yet, but that had a great escape. Primal Beast, a couple of side steps around the Rolling Thunder.
Yeah, it's good. I was staring lovingly at the mid tower. I missed that fight.
Lovingly.
It's like, yeah. This Zeus, he's just having a good time right now. Like, oh, there's no threat to me. But then I was gonna say, yeah, now that this top tower is down, it does just place a little bit of threat. Usually you play something like Beastmaster and you can just swing around and start to pressure it from the north side of the tower. It's a little harder with Viper though, because that's not really his thing. He'll probably just try and farm and recover. But yeah, this Primal Beast build kind of aligns with what I've seen. I know Pasha has been playing it on Paripani in his pubs, where he like maxes trample, he goes phase BKB, then he goes blink, and then he can go wherever he wants. I think he's gone Kaya Sanj a couple times. I don't know if this is what Focus wants to do here, but he's definitely going the phase BKB, which seems to be just standard right now.
Just tank up, get involved. And you're going to be the primary initiation, right? You're the one that literally goes in, starts fights, breaks vision. They're going to smoke in behind him as well. 3 heroes down here, and they do have Thunder God's Wrath from Zeus, who's a little bit further behind, but it looks like they're wrapping in towards mid. A similar move that you were mentioning, you know, the Radiant could maybe do to try and come into that tier 1.
Yeah, they're kind of mirroring Hydra, just a little late. They want to take the bot tower, just because they've lost their top tower. If you don't take bot tower and the enemy has the mid tower up, it's hard.
Oh, Pango ruptured and blasted by the Zeus. Now in the blood right. Cold Embrace is going to keep him alive for a little bit. And a good curse. Maybe gets Ascald out, but Zeus's magic damage is just overwhelming. And Wyvern, unfortunately, going to get sharp-shotted down by the Hoodwink in the end. So tier 1 defended. Maybe a little bit of a push of their own. They did get that tower down bottom, thanks to the Primal Beast. This has been some room for the TA and the Viper to recover and get themselves up that net worth board, though.
Yeah, I very much appreciate them bringing Bloodseeker and getting him involved early. Usually, the best times I've seen them play, like, you know, not to say their cursed name, but Evil Geniuses at Arlington, they played really well around Bloodseeker when I saw them there, like 8 minutes, 10 minutes, like, they just have a Rupture. If you have a Rupture, you have kill threat, especially when you're playing versus Pango, so smoking him up, fantastic move, nice kills. Hydra are gonna bring their TA mid. I think it's just nice, if you get even a little bit of poke, you're bringing attention. Like, heroes have to TP, heroes have to walk there. You go from farming a lot of the map to a dead Wyvern.
Yeah. that's the thing, though, right? This is where CYBERCATS start to shine. The laning phase is broken down. It's 15 minutes in. They've got a couple of key items, and it's kind of stepping stones towards your BKBs, your E-Blade on the Zeus. And this is where it's really going to be a test for Hydra to see how well they can fight back. You know, Pango's Rolling Thunder, it's kind of the be-all and end-all of their team fight. Okay, they've got Winter's Curse, but to actually kill people, they need this Pango to land his spells.
Yeah, Viper's playing on an enemy ward right now. He's in a lot of danger.
Oh dear. And Dying just walked straight in. A great two-hero bushwhack as well. Break the Viper, kill him off, and Marcy. Here to try and save the Viper. Does get a rebound away, but the zombies don't care. They give chase no matter how far you run. And that's a Zeus with an Arcane Rune as well, and he's going to get another Thunder God's Wrath out of it.
Massive props to CYBERCATS warding right now. Giving them every vision.
Oh, TA. That's a huge target if they can kill her. Fezor getting focused by the Rolling Thunder and a good curse to allow Rari to escape. But she gets who's in and he stuns. They don't need stuns. They've got damage. Wyvern just pulverized into the ground and Bloodseeker comes out of that with a double kill. Well, they've landed another bushwhack. Another little onslaught in and Rari being ripped apart by this BKB Primal Beast. Bloodseeker with a triple. Zeus just walking through the poison and the toxin like it doesn't matter. And CYBERCATS, they get a pretty hefty team fight win there. Your position 1 and 2 both dying on Hydra's side.
Good plays, good plays. The BKB reveal going really well there for CYBERCATS. This is perfect gameplay, focusing hard on this. It's a shame they don't have a hero that can just poke at the mid tower, because like I was saying earlier, it was nice from Hydra. You bring TA, you hit the mid tower a couple times, and then you back off, go farm your triangle, do what you want. CYBERCATS don't really have that. They're taking a good fight here, but they're not getting any tower damage off the back of it, which is the rough thing, because you really need to take these outer towers, the tier 1s, the top tower, the mid tower. This just makes it much harder for Hydra to try and angle for Roshan, because that's something they really want to do. You really want this TA to hit her timing for Deso, which she's getting close towards 1,000 and a bit more gold and she'll have it. And at that point, it's really, 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 really important that they take really nice fights around this Rosh. So CYBERCATS definitely need to think sort of about controlling the top side of the map soon. And I was gonna say they do have really nice wards on the side of Dire. This one top lane that just scouts the movement from the support, scouts the movement. They got that Viper kill off the back of it. They're going for it again, using this ward to its fullest.
Radiant's got their own vision this season coming as well, though. Attempting on the Hoodwink and bringing another hero up here. Looks like the Wyvern's now arriving with the Pango. A bushwhack landing in behind. Fezor, he finds a target and doesn't land the sharpshooter. Needs a soul rip from the Undying to stay topped up. And now the Thunder God's Wrath, but Marcy has already slipped out of their grasps. She gets his Bloodseeker. Thirsted, smoked, putting all the buffs on him and catching the TA with another bushwhack. Marcy TP'd out and just whistles goodbye to the poor TA.
Yep. They do get mid tower, which is nice. A little trade off. Obviously, it's not nice to lose your TA though.
What was that? A Winter's Curse? Going to try and hold back the Undying and the Primal Beast.
Waste it all.
Like, do you think this is a case of Hydra wanting to try and match the team fight, but maybe it would be better for them to try and delay this game for the TA to be ready? Or do you think they need to be trying to match the the aggression of CYBERCATS?
I don't want to say they're playing really badly because the ideas behind their moves are sound. You're trying to split your heroes up to get as much farm as you can. You are waiting for this timing where you have Deso so you can finish objectives. You've been poking down mid. Like, you're trying to get what you can. I just think CYBERCATS are playing really well off the vision. Like, every time they've had a ward up, they're usually getting a kill off it. Like, we saw Wyvern die when trying to deward the Cliff bot in Hydra's own jungle. You see them kill the Viper top. You see them kill the TA top. I think they're just playing really well around wards because they know that they can't take objectives and they just want to try and kill as much as they can before Rosh.
Yeah, as many as you can. I mean, now it really is prime time for CYBERCATS as well. We've seen the Primal Beast BKB. We now have one on the Bloodseeker and an E-Blade on the Zeus. So they've got a tremendous amount of, not just magical damage, but physical as well to shred through some of these Radiant heroes who are pretty distant from their BKB still. TA's building into one. Looks like she's got her Deso arriving. Yeah, so it's still a long journey for her. And Viper, wait, is he a recipe away? Yeah, he's got both components on the courier.
Oh, really? He didn't... Can you even disassemble Dragonlance nowadays?
No, I don't...
The recipe makes it... No?
I don't think you can. It says can be disassembled, but it has a recipe, right?
I mean, if it can be disassembled, it can be disassembled, you know what I mean?
Well, it doesn't have an Ograx anyway, so you can't even make it into a BKB.
Oh, yeah. Man. I hate this game. They just hate everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Blade
I
of
forgot about
Alacrity
that
Ogre
change.
Belt.
Yeah.
Oh, quick TP from the Viper, but Primal Beast even quicker. Nice little Winter's Curse. Gonna hold them back. Looks like ICQ's still gonna die here. BKB required from the Primal Beast. Take down the Viper, while in the mid lane, Fezor does find the Bushwhack and the Thunder God's Wrath. Kill off the Winter Wyvern. So these two pickoffs, that's for mid-tier 1 now. They've got to get this objective claimed.
For sure. This is the time. The deity Zeus, he's hitting hard. He's hitting hard. Look at him go. The manly might. Those muscles. One man, one dream, one tower.
131 bonus damage.
Dire's top tower
They
is
took
under
it now.
attack.
It's good from Hydra though. Heads up that they feel that they can go this aggressive top side. Just try and like eke out as much farm as they can.
Find a little pocket of safety, but this hoodwink, that's it. Oh, nearly spots the TA on her way out.
Dire's top
So
tower
close, nice.
is under attack.
Maybe they recognize that it's a little hard to play Rosh because without BKBs, and that's what they'll wait for instead. I think if they were having a really good game and they were ahead, sure, Deso timing into Rosh.
Yeah.
But now it's like, okay, well, if we fight now and they scout it out in any way, we're playing into a Tombstone. This Primal Beast with a BKB is just gonna run and onslaught us. This is. They have a lot of control. Yes.
It is big danger. And it looks like Wyvern now has woken up a little bit in this warding battle. You know, we talked about the first 15 minutes or so. CYBERCATS had tons of vision that was scouting everyone out. And now we start to see the sentries, the D-wards, the vision around Roshan building up for Hydra. But they might not be expecting this. I don't know if they were the ones pinging in or if it's CYBERCATS just saying, let's kill this Roshan as quickly as we can. Hydra not responding.
They get this off the back of TA being bot, pretty much.
All right.
When she showed top and TP bot, they're like, okay, they're playing bot side of the map now. You see Wyvern showing on their wards bot while dewarding. They just know there's too many heroes bot to contest, and that they can just get it for free. Even though they have this high ground cliff ward top for Hydra next to the Roche pit, it doesn't matter. That's a really heads up play. They did it really quickly.
Yeah, so swiftly into that pit. A Flesh Golem with that damage amplification really helps with a Tombstone added damage as well. But now you've got Bloodseeker with Aegis. You've kind of delayed the timings of Hydra as well. You know, TA always wants to get first, second Roche to really cement herself in a position of power this game. Ascol rolling away from the blood right down bottom. Is he going to TP? What's he do? He wants to clear the next wave. Oh, that might be a little bit risky. Swashbuckle. Who's chasing him? It's a blink in. That's a hoodwink with a catch on the Pango, and the Pulverize going to cancel his TP. Oh dear. Swashbuckle to high ground though, but they've got the onslaught.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, talking about showing things, they just showed roll. So now CYBERCATS are playing into this lineup knowing that they don't have BKB on TA yet. I mean soon, but They have their BKBs. They don't have roll. This is a pretty decent timing. Obviously, if there's glyph and the Pango did kill the creeps, so they don't have too much to push off of.
Radiant's bottom
Definitely a little bit
tower
hard
is
to
under
push a tier
attack.
2 at 23 minutes.
Dire's
That's a
top
lot of
tower
damage.
is under attack.
But you have Aegis. I think you feel pretty comfortable doing it. Focus as well, super tanky. They have bodies for this. It's not bad.
Yeah, they're even TPing people top to try and respond to Hydra's push there. Viper even BKB TPing to escape.
Jesus.
Yeah, fortunately for Pango, it's like not that long of a cooldown. When he respawns, it'll be basically ready again. So there's going to be time. I feel like Hydra, this is where you've got to smoke and you've got to make some plays. You've got BKB TA, you've got Rolling Thunder. Viper has no BKB, which is a little bit sad, but you probably feel like you're in a position where you've got to hold a high ground or you've got to defend a tower with what you've
Dire's
got.
top tower is under attack.
Yeah, the thing is, yeah, last game it felt really nice when they were behind and they were making plays into Aegis, but just because they were the way that they were playing that game was splitting themselves across 3 lanes.
They saw that. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa!
Whoa, where'd he go? Where'd he go?
What? What?
What the hell was that?
Dire's
Was that a bushwhack into pulverize? Where? He just flew.
I don't know what that was. That
He was a
weird.
yo-yo. He was like they were walking the dog with a yo-yo. You know, he's like spinning off, chained up to the tree. Replay, yes. Thank you, production. That's what we need.
Well, he lived.
He
so
did.
It's okay.
He did live. Yeah, you're right. Oh, we're up at top. What's happening live? Rari, BKB TP from the TA. Nothing to stop that, so they'll go for the Marcy instead. A little rebound across to the trees. E-Blade and the zaps from Zeus, though, going to be enough to bring her down. Doesn't even attempt to TP home. While in mid lane, they are going in with a Bloodseeker, cursed up, even through his BKB. Struggling to do damage into Shigetsu, though, and he does have Aegis as the backup plan. Both Undying and the Hoodwink trying to catch out the Pango, but he's too quick with the Swashbuckle. It looks like they'll fall back to this high ground and hold that Tombstone down for a little bit.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying though. Last game, X3 were playing on 3 different lanes, which made it an idea. Like, okay, we can smoke up and go kill one of them because they're guaranteed to be alone, at least for our initial jump. Like, if we can burst someone and get out, it's all good. But I think CYBERCATS are playing in a very different way, where they are at most trying to control 2 lanes, and they're sticking very closely together. And if they respond to Hydra split pushing, they go as at least a unit of 2. So they're not really being alone to get caught out. And I think that makes it much harder for Hydra to make the sort of moves from last game. So this game will probably see like a different approach where they wait for an IM timing when they feel strong, like Asgold finally finishes Lincoln Sphere, so now you can take this fight with the Rolling Thunder where you're not at risk of getting ruptured.
Or caught by a Hoodwink. And they don't commit for it, just a little poke there on the Wyvern. But yeah, something you said during the draft as well, these, you know, hero pairings, right? It's not just in the laning stage, but also in the mid game. Any pairing or trio of these heroes, they offer kill threat, tower defense, and team fight. Whereas on CYBERCATS side, whereas on Hydra side, they need Pango to be involved in every single gank. It feels like he is a lot of their damage and control. Asgold's got a lot on his plate.
So previous to this Lincoln Sphere, we just saw a lot of Hydra split pushing and trying their best to just get as much gold as they can. Now, they have their BKBs. We're no longer in this stage where they are getting forced to BKB and TP out, where they're split pushing, BKB and TPing out. They're just wasting their cooldowns and feeling bad. Now they're like, okay, our cooldowns are down. We have the BKBs. We can go fight. We are strong. Like, it probably doesn't get much better than this for Hydra.
What a
For some
read.
reason, they are bringing all of their couriers to themselves, though.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Maybe not what a read. Maybe a control your courier is better. But
Yeah, what the hell?
the Undying was signaling it before they'd even moved there. But when they were smoking from mid lane, he knew that they were going to be heading up into that top jungle. That's why CYBERCATS are all positioned, you know, on the high ground in these ancient camps. Double wards to give a bit of vision around the area as well. It looks like Hydra want to try and take enemy ancients and pressure mid. So they definitely get something done on the map.
Dire's structures are fortified.
It's not like Hydra are defenseless either. When these fights start, you have a Wyvern to help you disengage. You have team fight to come back. As long as your Pango is not the one being initiated on, you can get in there and break up these fights. Because Zeus, at least, is not going to be buying a BKB. You have the threat from Bloodseeker, but your other cores, Primal Beast has been using his BKB since the start of the game. It's pretty low cooldown at this point. Zeus won't buy one. You have kill threat. You have ways to kill, to fight.
We sure do. And again, back to your point about CYBERCATS bringing numbers. They come back, 2 heroes TP behind mid tier 2. They're prepping. 2 heroes now down into the bottom jungle, aiming for any stragglers they can find. But it's now Hydra playing as that tight-knit group, all together under their own vision. I don't see anyone just yet.
They do want to get the jump. That's why they're just sitting under their ward, waiting for anyone to show under it.
Just not the Primal Beast. He can take the outpost. Don't jump on him.
Yeah.
So incredibly tanky.
They don't have the shard yet on Pango either, so it is a little bit difficult for them to chain stun with the roll.
He's going to go for the roll now, though. Jump in towards the Undying, slow him with a diffuser blade, gets the tombstone down, the Thunder God's Wrath giving the vision as the Viper, BKB's up, and they curse the Bloodseeker. His BKB's going to be down when that ends, and that allows the Pango to land in some good damage. Kill off Shigetsu. They lost the Undying too, some good punching back here by Hydra. The Primal Beast, it just BKB TPs, nothing to stop him. He's away. And the Hoodwink also going to blink out of danger, but yeah, good little return there from Hydra, showing that they can defend their own jungle.
They did what they planned to. I think that's really good. Sometimes you say as a team, we want to do X thing, and then time passes, and you don't immediately get what you want, so people branch off a little bit, and then suddenly you're not in formation anymore to respond, but they stood under their ward, they waited. When Hoodwink showed, they went, and obviously the Hood had a blink, and she managed to get out. Good reactions there from Fezor. But they got the Undying, which is really good, and the BKB getting stole out by the Wyvern, all very impactful as well.
Because ideally in that fight, like Undying wants to get his tombstone on the high ground. So either he falls back to that kind of right-hand high ground column, the spire, whatever you want to call it, the ward spot, or he goes further west to the ones that they already had warded. And he kind of got caught in the middle where tombstone, it's not as impactful. Zeus wasn't really there to do any real big damage. There's BKBs up now, like you've been saying, from Hydra. Everything panned out for them. And now you're looking at a Pango with an arcane rune and the potential to go smoke again.
For sure. Yeah, it's exactly as you said. Like, Fezor being forced to blink back instead of... He's, like, been blinking in aggressively all game, getting those tight bushwhacks. And in that fight, he's forced to blink away, and he's not able to get the good spells off like he has been all game. And that's just, like, what sets Hydra up for a good game. Being on that aggression. I really like the smoke. They do probably... They've been playing really well off wards so far, and right now they don't have vision, which is very scary.
I mean, how much of a momentum swing is that? Because as CYBERCATS being so far ahead, I'd be pretty gutted if I'd lost that team fight.
I think they are aware of the way that they scale being a little bit worse than Hydra. I don't think Bloodseeker is a bad carry by any means, and I do think he has the potential to carry. It is just difficult. Anytime you play into anything BKB piercing, it just means that your time, your window to kill with your BKB just becomes so much smaller. Whether it's a Wyvern ult, maybe it's a Basher from Pango, maybe it's a... Do they still have Mel Bash on TA? Yeah. Like, all these little things just make it so hard for you to sit there, man up, and fight. The one thing that is nice, potentially, is your Zeus. He's gone full damage.
Yeah, no defensive tools on him, but this long smoke, quick BKB from Viper, but focusing the TA with a Pulverize and a Blood Right, trying to get in onto Rari. Rampage going straight through the trample, killing off the Wyvern, forcing the buyback out of kicked. ICQ still looking for that Undying in the back, but E-Blade and zapped down by the Zeus, while the Primal Beast, he's not going to survive much longer. TA gets out her BKB, fights back, and just one buyback from Hydra allows them to secure their own ancient camp and the area around Roshan as he just respawns.
Well, that's not good at all. No, with no buybacks, there's just no way you can contest this Rosh. Hydra need to check it. They have traps. Sorry, they know it's up. They should go.
Straight in with a sidekick TA. There's no way for CYBERCATS to fight this back. But yeah, I mean, the Viper being the one that breaks the vision as well. That's the hero that CYBERCATS doesn't really want to go on. Nice from the Primal Beast to get into the back lines, but you see the struggle of every other hero to try and go up staircase, go up ramp. The team fight's all separated and split.
Yeah, I talked about all these BKB piercing abilities, but one thing I didn't even think to mention was Viper ult. At the very beginning of that fight, we saw it. He just gets ulted and he's slowed and damaged and forced to think, like, do I need to use my BKB to get out of this? And already, it just makes it so hard to go on these heroes. And yeah, there's just no mobility there. Even though they have this blink on Hoodwink, it's very hard for her to commit to, like, blinking up onto the high ground to follow her Primal Beast. Also, holy moly! God. What a drive-by miss!
How did that not
so
land?
Close.
Hoodwink,
Poor buddy.
clenching toes. Oh god, that was far too close. But yeah, you, like
Yeah.
Primal Beast and Hoodwink, they're very good at getting in on top of people, but it feels like they lack the damage. Once a Radiant hero pops the BKB, it's kind of like, okay, where's the rest of my team? Where's the rest of them? And yeah, Bloodseeker just gets hit by Viper Strike, Winter's Curse. His team fight's over. It's been very good. Very good kind of attributing spells to enemy heroes, right? Target acquisition from the Radiant, knowing which spells need to go on who to win them a team fight.
Yeah, man, Hooded Blink has definitely paid off very nicely this game.
Radiant's
But
bottom tower
is he gonna escape? I
Nope.
don't think so.
Silenced up by the TA trap. Only a couple of hits to finish it off. Zeus needs the Heavenly Jump to get away from another trap. It looks like Pango making a meal of things in the mid lane. Gonna force Primal Beast and the Undying to disengage. Yeah, it's been a big swing these past 6-7 minutes now. Hydra the ones taking enemy jungle. They've got Aegis in their hands. Daedalus done on the TA now as well.
We've seen two different builds in these from game 1 to game 2 in different series. Well, on the Marcy. Last game there was a BKB rush involved, and it was kind of interesting to see that sort of adaptation after her spells got nerfed, and just being a hero that can jump in and BKB and punch or do whatever.
Radiant are
But
scanning.
here, he's just going for the standard Aether Lens into Blink.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
It looks, I mean, fine. Like we saw then, when they're chasing down and they're the ones that are being the aggressors, it's actually just very impactful and easy. You just find someone, you throw them back, they die. And Hydra have so many ways of controlling after it anyway. Even if they do get a BKB off, it doesn't matter.
It died to
neutral
neutral. I was like, yeah, it's just a support kill. Yeah, they're having a giggle in the chat, getting tipped as well. It didn't intend that, but works out.
My
for one of them.
man.
Yeah, good stuff.
Totally intended.
Smoking is 3. Oh, the scan. That's a Viper with 2,500 health and a BKB. And they're going to lose track of everybody now. And they want to connect in mid with a Primal Beast. Maybe they get the Marcy. No, she's blinked
Radiant's
over the
middle
tier 2.
tower is under attack.
Pango has Lincoln. Still going to get caught by the Bushwhack. Onslaught in. Nice. Lincoln's cancelled to allow the Rupture to arrive. And Rupture plus Pulverize equals damage.
What were you thinking?
Yes, very much so. That was very good. Really nice pick off. I've been getting scared for them for a little while. It really felt like all momentum that they had was completely halted, but even despite the Aegis, they are finding ways
Radiant's
back
middle
in.
tower is under attack.
And if they can chain a
Radiant
couple more kills
structures
together,
are fortified.
it could open up these tier 2s. That's still their biggest problem, though. Tower damage. Definitely lacking. And the Viper. Oh, doesn't get his BKB off. Getting pulverized. And a little bounce back from the Blast Rig. Actually turning to fighting. And it's ICQ winning this fight. The battle going his way. Tombstone cleared in the back end. And Viper's fine. The cavalry did not arrive. Fezor gets picked off. And the reactions from Hydra allow them to take down the Hoodwink. Maybe the Undying? No, not going to get into him on time.
You're okay with that, Trent. I do think Hydra maybe feel a little frustrated. Usually when you get the second Roche, it's a timing to take high ground. So obviously CYBERCATS got the first Roche, which did dent their plans a little bit. But the flow of the game is first Aegis, you farm. Maybe you clear the rest of the tier 1 towers, if there are any left. Second Roche, you finish those tier 2 towers, and then you start to like choke the enemy out. I think Hydra won that.
Yeah, it seems like they do, but now, got to be careful. TA a little isolated, but they've got a curse. They've got the ability to hold back CYBERCATS. The Zeus doing some damage and claiming the Aegis. Rolling Thunder aiming for the Zeus in the back end as well, and Shigetsu can't get on top of the TA. Look at Rari just ripping apart this Undying while Asgold gets bashed up. The BKB Bloodseeker keeping him at bay. So in the end, we spend BKBs, all our ultis, and all we lose is an Undying.
They did get the Aegis. Okay.
Dire's
Positives.
is under attack.
It was about to be reclaimed in like 30 seconds or
Nope.
something. That was all. wasn't it?
Positives.
Yeah, silver lining.
Dire's middle tower
If you're
has
trading an Undying for the knowledge that you can kill the TA.
That's some pretty good
We
knowledge.
take those. Yeah.
This is going to be a TA with a DD in a second, though.
Okay. Yeah.
Or is Pango just going to take it? Okay.
That's messed up.
Catching out top, though. Shigetsu He tried on the Marcy, but this Templar Assassin, even Rupture, just chasing him with the traps. Oh, well, the Bloodseeker is too speedy, and now with the Primal Beast arriving, they catch the TA, and this Rupture Pulverized combo is pretty sickening. Templar Assassin down. Need to hunt for more. Viper takes out the Hoodwink, but in these trees, I need DK Fogas to get off the BKB. Focus down the Tombstone as well, while the Blink out by the Primal Beast gets him a double kill. Clears out the Marcy in the back, and they've got this Thunder God's round to kill the Viper. CYBERCATS buying back in that Hoodwink and chasing in for Ascol. The DD Pango on the retreat with the Winter Wyvern. Go on, Kicks, give your life. Winter Wyvern, just walk back into them. Your Blink's not going to come off cooldown fast enough. The Curse, maybe now a Blink TP, but he's caught with the Thirst.
Yeah, you were saying, Gary? They had the knowledge. They knew they could kill the TA.
But it still surprises me how much damage this Rupture Pulverized does. Like, lifting someone up over and over again. Pretty nice.
Okay, that does do damage, right? I wasn't sure if it was damage from being, like, pulverized, or if it was actually dealing Rupture damage every time it lifts you.
I feel like it is.
I feel like it is too, but I'm scared to assert it.
I'll happily be that guy. I like
Okay.
absolute confidence. Yes.
Yes, it does. It's so good. What a combo. All right, I rate it. It's nice. This was a really. I was quite scared at first for Bloodseeker because he poked his head out of the base. He didn't have BKB, and he got gone on as a result. But the Rupture, it just really limits what TA can do, and he's committing into it, thinking he can kill Bloodseeker. And look at his items. He's got a halberd. He's very tanky. A lot of stats in the ultimate orb. He was actually originally going for a Lincoln Sphere, but he's changed it now to an Abyssal Blade. I think because they're doing well, and he thinks he wants to finish that instead.
And it's
Which
like
is good.
It feels like the curses have not been on him recently. They've been more on the Primal Beast and the people jumping into the back to try and defend the TA. That's probably also the fact that Shigetsu's done a very good job the past couple of team fights in hiding himself, making sure that he's like the second wave of initiation. So he's
100%. During the worst fights, it felt like CYBERCATS were kind of running into Hydra, and they had all the vision. And yeah, just what you said. It's hard to play like that when you're not the ones initiating or punishing. Hydra have been making some mistakes, and CYBERCATS have been punishing very hard. Like Rari's walking out of position like that, not good.
Now an opportunity for Hydra to get the jump though. Smoked. But DK Fogas straight in onto them. Marcy almost just dies. Thunder God's Wrath will nearly kill her off, and there's the curse. Shigetsu got his BKB off though, and just kills off the TA. Easy as you like, kicked into the pit. And Winter Wyvern, can you defend this Viper? You can try all you like, but this Primal Beast, he's not giving up like that. Well, look at the move up to the Hydra. Shigetsu, he's out of there, away from the Viper BKB, and the Primal Beast comes out with a double kill. Nice Pango roll, the save from the E-Blade, but that's more magic damage from the Viper arriving as Pango cancels out the Pulverize. There's Zeus, though, from the backline, shredding through them. So much damage while Shigetsu comes back to the scene of the crime to clear up another. Oh, the Nimbus. Ascol picked off on the left side as well.
Maybe it's as you say, Gareth. Maybe Hydra need to employ the same tactic the CYBERCATS have. When Shigetsu is not the first one in, getting all of the spells cast on him, it feels like this is what's happening right now with Hydra. TA is on the front line of that smoke. It pops, you're under a ward from CYBERCATS, he's just getting ruptured instantly.
Yeah, it's like you need to have the process, right? You need the algorithm of step A, step B, step C, and it feels like step A has to be hide your Bloodseeker, hide your TA.
Yeah, but then I see the issue of the lineup. Who is really your initiator? Your Pango wants to also kind of be that wave B initiator. He can't be the if he breaks the smoke, his Lincolns gets popped. He's now ruptured.
It's gonna be like Viper just has to blink in, right?
Get in there, Viper.
Get on, my boy.
That might just have to be it. He has to be the one that tanks the spells and goes first. It's much easier for CYBERCATS to play though, given that they get vision of everyone at the start of every fight, just due to Zeus. He also, like, the damage that CYBERCATS have went up massively after this refresher. You're playing a Marcy with Blink Ether Lens instead of this BKB, so he's losing most, like him and Wyvern, they're both losing most of their health at the start of every single fight. Because they don't have stats. Very squishy.
And then there's no leeway, right? There's no back and forth. It's just straight up, hey, your two supports are now 10% HP. Our Bloodseeker has massive thirst. And she gets the free run in the team fight. Now holding Aegis on Bloodseeker, Cheese on Primal Beast, becoming increasingly difficult to kill. He's even got Shiva's Guard.
Feeling a bit stuck.
Yeah, going back to the good old push out top lane is Radiant. A little bit of safety up there. And, you know, hope and faith in the knowledge that CYBERCATS still don't have a hero that can actually just go up and hit buildings. I mean, maybe with this Aegis Bloodseeker will feel a little more comfortable, but they absolutely want a team fight on the doorstep of the Radiant base before that happens.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, watching how CYBERCATS deal with the split push is going to be kind of cool, because usually you just have someone with boost of travel and they will be the one that deals with it because they can connect back to the team. I think it's really nice too because Zeus doesn't necessarily need to be in the fight to do all of his damage. The only thing that's scary though is if you TP up there and then they wait for you and they kill you. But that's why they scoured the building first.
Well, they pop the Lincolns on this Bloodseeker, allowing the Viper Strike to come in, but he just turns and hits into the Viper. Ascald with the Rolling Thunder, aiming in the back, but his Pulverize gonna catch out the TA under the Nimbus. Buybacks available for her, but I don't know if you want to expend it. You're just bleeding out regardless. Wyvern and Viper both dead, and CYBERCATS with another great team fight. This time they cast spells on the Bloodseeker, but he's got Lincolns and BKB, and now Refresher Shard.
Things are spiraling pretty quick.
Straight up to high ground. Wyvern buys back, no Winter's Curse for a minute. The tier 3 dying, and a dive in from DK Fogas. Really putting the fear into Hydra now as they rupture Ascald. Trample forward, unleashed from the Marcy. Fezor deep behind enemy lines, but has Glimmer Blink to disengage, and they're just going to allow Bloodseeker to shred the Marcy. Get back towards the tier 3 and the barracks to open up this Radiant base.
Zeus is doing such a good job of disrupting Hydra's fights. When you're dealing with just all the damage coming out, with the Ags too, oh my.
Oh, the one shot on the Undying, that's a good start for Rari. But Shiva's Guard and Trample gonna force the BKB out, and this Rolling Thunder is cancelled by the Basher of the Bloodseeker. Pretty low on him, but he's got Aegis BKB to keep on fighting, while the Hoodwink down in that bottom tree line. With the help of the Nimbus, they've glimmered and cold embraced up the TA, but the Sharpshooter landing in the final bit of damage. There we go, the Zeus zaps. Bringing up pain from the heavens. And a full set of barracks for CYBERCATS. Viper trying to slow down his Primal Beast, but he's able to get out with the onslaught. And Shigetsu back up to the ramp. Hit the tier 3s, knowing there's no TA for 100 seconds. They need everything they've got. That's a good curse on the Zeus. Now he's the one out of position. Destroyed by his own teammates. Claim the Aegis as well. Okay, 2v5 defending your high ground, but in comes the Primal Beast and says absolutely not. No more of this nonsense. Tombstone aggressive as well. Radiant will glyph up, but CYBERCATS looking to finish this one off with a Zeus buyback. The big damage in. The zombies are stacking. E-Blade not enough to finish off the Marcy there inside their own fountain. Winter Wyvern going to launch out a few Arctic Burn hits, but it's back to objectives for CYBERCATS. Reclaim the gem. DD Rune Hoodwink.
It's fine. Zeus is buyback. We have a win condition, guys.
Kill the Zeus, win the game.
Kill the Zeus, win the game.
Oh, but the Hoodwink. Straight in onto the Wyvern. DK Fogas here again with the Pulverize and this Nimbus. And it's just such a potent tool. You find the catch on someone, you pump the damage in towards them. 2 lanes gone, and they're going for tier 4s. They want to finish this one off. There's no Marcy, no Wyvern, no TA. You're in a 2v5 now with Pango and Viper against the world. I love some of these voice lines. The Spanish casters. There's some beautiful stuff.
They're really good. They were definitely my favorites. Battle Pass.
The first one I unlocked was the Rampage one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thrown forward. Viper. Slap down. Go on. Punch him into the ground. 6 feet under now is poor ICQ. And Templar Assassins respawn just for the GG to be called. And that's it. Hydra tap out and CYBERCATS move on.
That's okay. You know, the Hydra were clearly looking forward to the future anyway. They were making roster changes. They were, you know, could you really say the heart was fully in this? I do think it was much closer than I thought it'd be, though, given their circumstances.
It was
I think the last
competitive.
time, yeah, exactly. I was gonna say the last time these teams played, it was like a 3-game series. So obviously it might feel a little bit bad there for Hydra, like if this was a best